Yep.
Switch over your thing, funny guy. There you go. Yeah.
When I get online, I'm feeling like something's not right. Cause the bullets curve like some people unlock that wanted perk, yeah. Aiming my shotgun and choose pure dust, man, this ain't fun. That's how I know it's time to go. Dude's dodging shots like he's Neo. Girl, look at my form arm.
Yeah.
Girl, look at my form arm.
What's up, funny guy?
Girl, look at my form arm. It don't count. Girl, look at my form arm.
I know you hear me, funny guy.
Girl, look at my form arm. I am now when I get in
Hey,
a match, yeah.
say
This is what I
something.
see. Skipping frames like a stop motion movie, and I'm shooting everyone, but the kill cam doesn't show it, show it, show it, show it. I'm lagging and I know it.
Hey guys, what's up? It is lagging out. I am Chieftain. I am with my tag team partners, Pink Power Ranger and Funny Guy, and we have a special guest today in the studio, Savior. Savior's trying to fix his mic right now, so just give him some time there. And you can see me on two different screens because Funny Guy just likes to make me feel uncomfortable and just let me just babble here by myself. But we're here. We have a lot to talk about. I'm recovering from a certain thing, and Funny Guy's still not here, and I don't know why. And I'm going to kick his ass.
Yeah.
But if you're checking us out and broadcasting, we are broadcasting live right now, and we are posting the link on all our respective pages. So if you guys want to go to our pages and check that out, you can do that as well. What's up, funny guy?
I know it. What's happening, man? How are you?
What's up? I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better. How are you feeling?
I'm doing better. I'm hoping
How's your
that this cast will come off soon.
I feel left out.
Supposed to have it checked out on Wednesday. Of course, I do this when, of course, it's double points weekend.
Of
Lucky me.
course.
Yeah, so I got to take little to no advantage of that.
Tell me about it, dude. I've been out of commission for a while now.
I haven't been. I'm almost ready to prestige again.
Damn. Have you played the new Domination on Black Ops?
No.
The hardcore Domination.
Yes.
We got to
No,
talk
they
about
changed-
that.
Flag.
Yeah, they took out CTF. I don't understand why they do that bait and switch thing all the time. They've been doing it for about 7 years now. So I don't know what the deal is with that. Funny Guy, have you got to play it at all, or?
Yeah, I played a little bit of Domination. It's actually not too bad. I guess I was lucky and got in some good rooms. So it was a lot of fun. I kind of missed that game type. So, you know, I'm a little disappointed that Capture the Flag's gone, though. However, I will say this: Domination, as you well know, was always my forte
Right.
in Call of Duty in general. So for me, it's kind of like being back at home. I'll be honest with you, I played last night with my neighbor across the way. Here I am with a cast, and in just about every game, I was the second highest scoring guy on our team.
You're doing it with a bum hand, and you're still kicking
And I'm
people's
doing it with a
asses.
bum hand. And my sensitivity is up to a 10 now because of it, which I never used to do. So I'm curious to see, like, where I'm going to go, KD and win-wise. I will say this, my wins are already over a 1-point-something in Domination hardcore. And
That's
I've only
good.
played 3 or 4 times. So
You know my
and
rule
played
for
it
that.
about an
Anything
hour
over
long,
1 is
so,
good, contrary to what people say.
yes.
Now, that would make
But-
Pink Power Ranger,
I mean,
like,
50-50 is okay.
all-star.
If you're like me, I'm 50-50. I play a lot with randoms. So
Right,
when you got
right.
randoms, if you got an average of 50-50 between your friends and randoms, that's pretty good. So,
I can't stand randoms.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of randoms either. I have a buddy who actually, if there's a random that steps in front of him, you might know him. He was a star player of the game on the Chieftain show. Draco, he's like, get the fuck out of my way. High five, green guy. He says it all the time. That I actually designed a shirt with his saying on it, and I'm kind of looking for it right now as I'm talking to you guys. But it's really funny. It's something really quick. He's like, you're always stealing my ideas, but it's something quick and stupid, but it's pretty funny. Where is it? Screen share. And,
I'm just checking our stream here. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I actually made. So high five, green guy, and it's just basically a high five with like text on it.
There we go.
So high five, green guy.
I lagged out during trying to monitor our stream, so
okay.
I don't know how many viewers it shows you we have, but yeah, high five, green guy.
Yeah, high five, bitch.
I will say that one of them is me. So.
Okay. Right. We have one person.
I'm excited for the Dominations back because that was yours and mine's.
Yeah.
Big game type. You know what I'm saying, dude? I was micromanaging our teams last night. It was sick. It's easier on this side, and these guys listen to me. You know what? We won.
Yeah. So. I don't like the round system though. The round, first round. That means you can't suppress them for like 5 minutes and pad your KD, which is a good and bad thing because I hate it when people do it to me. But it's okay for me to do it to them.
You can, and I'll tell you what was interesting. There were quite a few games where I was in where we lost the first round and then totally came back and whipped ass the second round and ended up winning the game. So I go back and forth with the different rounds.
Oh, okay. What's the best map to play that game type on? Pink.
See, that's not true. Gamer's Logic.
What's not true?
Well, the first one is.
That's Gamer's Logic.
Anyone worse is considered a noob.
Pretty much.
No offense. And anyone better than you has no life.
That's true.
No, I mean they have life. Not too many people are like really better than me, but they have life.
The third one, you have to agree with me on at least. If anyone is doing better than you, you have lag.
Most of the time.
Because I'm always 3 to 2 barring. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. So screw you, was it AOCAK? AOCAK?
And he's lagging it, you know it.
Yeah, like if they have so many kills I can't keep up, something's wrong.
Yeah.
Like I'm obviously lagging.
You're what I call the 1%ers. You're just really good. So I keep up with you like the first 3 seconds and.
Spirit fingers.
But yeah, oh man, I'm so glad I'm able to be on camera because I didn't think I was gonna be able to sit up. So I was gonna.
You had some sort of something or other, didn't you?
Yeah, I had a girl surgery. I'm not becoming a woman, but it's mainly for women who actually have kids. Abdominoplasty. I had a distended abdomen that stuck out too far and actually broke out rashes. It was gross. So went to a plastic surgeon on Tuesday and got some work done. And 4 hours later, I am in a compression garment, pain pumps, and tons of meds right now. It's hard for me to move, but I can show you real quick.
No, we don't want to see the new vagina.
See the compression garment?
Oh, yeah.
The blood. So,
oh, wow.
A little bit of pain.
Yeah,
but I have a high pain threshold. I was walking around in 2 days. I just can't cough, laugh, or play Call of Duty because if I yell, I'll blow a stitch.
Have you ever shit yourself yet?
I have a 7 inches right underneath my belly button, that long, and it's all sutured.
Oh, I thought you was gonna make some girl happy.
I have one beneath my belly button that's that long.
Oh, I thought you was gonna make some girl happy.
Yeah, probably. It's like, oh, that's what's going inside me. Good to see that your mic's working, Savior. Savior is going to be interviewed in a little bit. Welcome, Savior.
Yeah, welcome to the show.
He's actually a founder of 3 different gaming communities. His most recent one he's doing now is called Allied Gaming. What a surprise! Me and Funny Guy are part of it. So really easy, not easy getting this guest, but definitely a blessing. So welcome, Xavier.
Thank you.
I'm trying to make sure we.
So we're just going to go through some of the stuff that we're going through right now. We were talking about, if you were listening, we were going through. Actually, we didn't even we talked about domination being added and CTF and hardcore removed, and me getting a surgery that everyone said I was an asshole for getting, and I just did it. The main reason why I did it is because last 2 weeks ago, his funny guy was getting all the attention from the broken hand, so I wanted to upstage him.
Banging on my door, yeah.
Also, want to thank.
I'm right-handed. I tried to, pleasure myself with my left hand and ended up with a bloody nose. So it's been a long 3-4 weeks.
You can't make me laugh, dude.
Oh, I can make you laugh. You just gotta fight it.
Well, at least you know there's one person that thinks you're funny.
Oh, thank you. My mom doesn't watch this show.
Yeah, my mom thinks Funny Guy is hilarious.
Yeah, your mom
she's in the minority, but
it's kind of cool. My mom does not watch. My mom's like, "Did you do your little web thing?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah, we made 25 cents yesterday.
Are you making any money? I'm like, "Yeah, we made like a nickel a piece." It's great.
We're getting tons of subscribers, and so that's good. I think Rooster Teeth is going to be watching our show too.
We may as well just go ahead and put this out there too, just for now. And this is going to your YouTube channel.
That is
correct. If you
correct.
go to lagginout.com, that will take you to Chieftain's YouTube channel, and you can watch all the episodes of Lagging Out from
That's right.
from our first.
Tell your friends to subscribe.
And subscribe to Chieftain's page. Subscribe to my page too, youtube.com/funnyguy. But the shows are stored; they reside on Chieftain's channel. So I have a playlist where I add them each week. But you can also catch my comedy and other productions that I've worked on. So, which, by the way, I got a lead credit in a comedy film that I was in production on this past summer. I don't know what the lead credit is though. Go figure.
You got to IMDb that.
It's supposed to be an IMDb, but it's not. There were 2 films I worked on. One I'm actually in there for. I played a stagehand. I was actually working on set, but the guy knows I'm a comic and I want to act and stuff. So I got to actually slate when they were getting ready to do a fake interview. So I'm the guy who's there. I'm like, all right, folks, we are live in 3, 2. I was like a floor manager. It's kind of cool.
I could totally do that.
Yeah, it was cool.
Pink Power Ranger is in the new Power Rangers movie.
You are?
Yeah, right now. Are you kidding me? Do you think I could fit into spandex? Come on
Hell
now.
yeah, that's hot. Oh no, not the Spider-Man again. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Where'd he go?
All right. Comedy. It's comedy. Oh, I forgot about calling up our
Loves
sound
whipping
effects.
out his Spider-Man.
I don't even.
Which doesn't sound right.
That's is that what they call it now?
He's whipping out his Spider-Man?
I'm whipping out my Spider-Man.
I know there's a term getting Spider-Man, but I'm not going to go into detail what that is.
So, yeah, I had to get our sound effects out. I forgot about all that
Yeah,
stuff.
you kind of, and you were, a couple of things that you forgot last time was
yeah, we've made 12 cents a piece. Okay, there you go. That's how much we've
sunglasses on at the
made.
end of the show.
Yeah, I should put them on at the end. Don't you think? Maybe. I don't have.
Hey, I know why my mic's not working.
I don't have. You don't have it plugged
Plug
in.
came out.
Oh well.
Get on topic. Pink Power Ranger just texted me.
Yeah.
Why don't you try talking more?
Yeah, just talk to us. Just say, hey man,
Well,
let's
I
have
don't
that
You're always
fun.
talking over me. She texted me after the last show she was on. You're always talking over me. Well, then talk, bitch.
I'm talking.
God.
Now you're talking.
Ah!
It's like we're in the game. It's like we're in the game. Like,
Look, I'm
No,
drinking.
I don't
I
have
don't know
my
if you
cool
can see this,
headset on,
but
okay?
I'm drinking Windex.
nice.
Yeah,
That's safe.
yeah,
Nice.
it's Windex.
Sharing's caring.
Breakfast of Champions. Yeah. Oh, that probably didn't sound very good. I just banged the mic with
Yeah.
my
When
cat.
I start the lagging out thing, I get feedback when I pull the plug out and I play the lagging out thing, so I hope you guys don't hear that in the beginning.
No.
No, it sounded fine.
It was like,
No, everything was cool. Everything was copacetic.
so
So Savior, can you hear us?
yes,
Yes.
All right, we've got all kinds of questions for you, buddy.
yeah.
Um,
Why the hell did you promote me? Why the hell did you do that?
Well, this reminds me of the Hall & Oates song, Private Eyes.
Our demographic won't understand that reference.
no, they're like Hall & Oates.
I don't understand that reference.
They think that's a hip hop group.
I was watching TMZ, which is a funny guy's favorite thing, and there was some rapper.
Yeah.
I don't know who he was, and I'm like, this is how I know I'm out of the loop. I'm like, who the fuck are half of these people? I don't even know who they are. It's this person.
I have a saying for that. I call that the grocery store moment.
Oh yeah.
That means that you would be standing in line next to somebody, and they could punch you in the nose, and you would have no idea who they were, but everybody else around you knows exactly who the fuck they are.
Yeah, this dude ran into fucking Wes Craven. I wouldn't know him from Adam. Like,
No,
but I don't know what Saber looks like. He likes to keep the mystery going. He doesn't have the picture up. I think I've known of him for almost a year and a half. I've never seen his face. So
I'll get one posted for you guys.
yeah, I thought you wanted to keep it secret.
No, I can care less.
But
You
yeah,
not have a camera?
No, not on my desktop.
That's so
he's an
sad.
IT guy without a camera.
I have no
Define
use
for it.
irony. Well, you sure you do. You're on Lagging Out.
you're legging out, and yeah,
The premier show about gaming, the world of games.
why don't we do sports games?
Yay. We will do sports games. In fact,
We
there's
gotta
a new
do sports
baseball
games.
game out
It's a big
that I was
market.
checking out with my neighbor, and it's 2K baseball, and it's absolutely phenomenal.
Okay.
It was a really, really good game. I don't know if you're into baseball games.
Oh yeah,
primarily for
the
me
last one
with
I used
sports,
was 2K7.
What sports games do you like to play?
My brother bought my brother bought me 2K7. That was the last one I played. I like playing
Okay.
that.
You play
The-
football, baseball, hockey.
The last Madden I played was Madden 94, and the last NHL game was NHL 95 for the Sega Genesis. But I would be
Jesus
so lost
Christ, what's
today
wrong
if
with
I
you?
played it. I know.
And you say you're a sports fan?
I am. I watched the Knicks lose in overtime the other day. So
Oh. Yeah, but the Knicks have been losing for a long time, haven't they?
no, they won 13 in a row. They're second in their division.
Right on.
So
we have the Lakers out here, and Kobe's
yeah.
out for the season.
Bye, Kobe. Bye,
yeah, I'm not a big
bitch.
sport. Do you play sports
Bye.
games, Pam, or no?
No, I played sports in school, but not
I'm
games.
guessing field hockey.
No.
What'd you play?
I played soccer, basketball, and I was a cheerleader.
Well, I don't know if we can call cheerleading a sport.
It's an event.
Yes, it is.
I just want to
I'm-
see where's the outfit. I don't
I'm-
believe it.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Oh,
go
yeah.
off camera and put on the outfit now.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't know if
You're
I
an
would fit
old cheer.
anymore.
We want to see your pom poms. Pow pow.
No, you don't. You're a liar.
Pew, 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 pew. It's I'll take basketball and what was the other one? Soccer, but I don't know if I'd call cheerleading a sport. I know they put it on ESPN, but that's just because there's nothing else to put on a Sunday.
And they need rating.
Oh,
Okay. Shit.
And they're going for that 14-year-old. That's kind of like saying, my favorite George Carlin joke, swimming is not a sport, it's a way to keep from drowning.
Right. I
Yeah.
love George Carlin had a good thing with hockey. Hockey's not a sport either. It's a combination of 3 events.
well, I don't think golf is a sport, so
Have you ever
mean-
tried to hit a golf ball?
I can't.
Exactly.
I get mad.
Therefore, it's a sport.
very
Anything
mad.
that you can't do is definitely a sport. I believe that for me.
Well,
I'll tell you right
I
now,
can-
golf
I
is
can't see my
90%
own
mental.
dick. Is that a sport?
golf is 90%. No, that's just sad.
Oh,
Golf
okay.
is 90% mental.
She's losing it.
Is 90% mental and 10% physical. I have friends that are 3 times my size, and I can hit the ball farther than them with one hand than they can with 2. Golf is a lot harder than I think people think. That's why people don't like it.
They had the Masters they were playing today.
Yeah,
What's
didn't
that?
that Australian
Sorry,
guy?
Frank, I cut you off. Go ahead.
She
Yeah,
lagged
you
out on
did.
me. She lagged out.
No, I can't seem to hit the ball. Like I swing and it's like it's either it's too far away, it's too close, or it just rolls off and goes like into the sand or something. And then I get really mad and then I'm just like, no.
Well, see, and I can't do cheerleading. I can't do a flip. So,
It's practice.
yeah, I can't do the splits either, and I got no intention of trying.
It's not that hard.
Yeah, well.
We don't believe you. You got to show us.
No.
Yeah. What about you, Xavier? Did you play any sports at all when you were in your younger days?
I played football in high school.
What position?
Offensive line.
See, I was going to be funny and go, oh, the bitch position. No, but no, that's cool. Offensive line. So you're a big dude.
Yep.
Okay. I got nothing. Anthony
I
Munoz,
don't
one of
get-
the best offensive linemen that ever played the game, man. Offensive linemen, those are the grunts of the game.
What was that, Pink?
Football looks complicated. Like I don't understand it. Like you throw the ball and you stop. And then you do it again. Then you gotta run forever. And I'm like, that's so complicated and confusing with all the X's and the O's. I'd just be like,
It's hugs and kisses.
Right.
yeah,
It's a friendly sport.
I'm for that. But with a ball and running,
You ever ran with the ball?
So being that
I-
X's and O's confuses you in football, would it be safe to assume that algebra is not a strong point either?
no, definitely not.
Okay.
How did you get into
I'm just
playing
being
football to actually get into gaming, Xavier?
Graduated.
Graduated, grew up.
Wanted to keep my knees.
Can you elaborate?
I used to be a manager at GameStop, or actually Electronics Boutique. And,
Okay. I remember that.
so yeah, back in the day, it's all we did was game. We used to LAN party on Halo 1,
Yeah.
and it just progressed.
So what do you, how, so, well, let's get into
You
some
were
of
a
these
pro
questions.
gamer in Halo for a while, weren't you?
Yeah, back in Halo 1.
Yeah.
Now,
Halo 2.
Well, how old
And
were you
Halo
when you started playing games?
Oh god, for about I've been playing games forever. I mean, back since the Atari days. I've always been an MMO fan, like Final Fantasy, or not MMO, but RPG. Sorry.
Okay. All right. So it's safe to say that you probably played like Zork and all that other crazy text-based shit back in the day before consoles were what they are today.
I never liked
PCs.
text-based. No, I didn't like text-based.
Okay.
It annoyed me.
Okay.
You ever do
All that reading
Wolfenstein?
and stuff.
Wolfenstein was awesome.
Wolfenstein was what got me into first-person shooter.
Yes.
That and Doom.
Honestly, I never was a big Doom fan. Now, Doom 3 was awesome, but the previous Dooms, it was not enough chill factor.
I don't know. At the time that it came out, it was the bomb.
Duke Nukem. That was the
Yeah,
shit.
Duke Nukem, though, was essentially a
Oh,
mod
my
on the
face.
Doom engine.
What was it? Quake engine, I'm not mistaken? Or Unreal?
Something like that, yeah.
In Real the Game
I
Engine.
think it might have been the
Talking
Quake engine. I think that's what that was made with. So then, okay, so you started working at GameStop. You're playing, having these LAN parties. So then, how did you end up making a clan?
What was your first clan?
First plan is... I don't know.
Actually, answer Funny Guy's question. I'm sorry.
Okay, what was it? How did I get into doing clans?
Well,
Yeah.
like, at what point were you like? Did you go from like, hey, I'm the manager of this GameStop and I got all these gamer dudes that I'm playing with all the time, to I should start a group of people, get a group of people together that are like-minded, much more like myself, that want to play these games and have fun. Like,
Oh,
at
I
what
didn't-
point did that happen?
All right. I initially started off as a recruit in a clan, built my way up, just like what I do in Allied Gaming. Start off
Okay.
as a major. I split. I probably split a good 6, 7 clans. Then I was like, oh, this is too fucking easy. So I went off and started my own.
Okay. And how long ago was that?
Probably about 7, 8 years ago.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. That's a. And how many hours a week would you say you devote to running the clan? Because obviously this is something you
None,
do
I
for
do
fun.
it for him.
Something you do.
And I love you. A week now, God. Back then, I don't know, probably about 5, 6 hours a week when I had time. I worked. Now it's even. I try to get on at nighttime. Of course, that's what time I get off work. So maybe about 2 hours a day, if that.
Okay. So it's a definitely a task to manage.
Well, now it is. I had to step
How
away.
How many people do you have in Allied Gaming? Like how many members?
That's a good question. The problem is I stepped away for about a year. And I left. Of course, Saint was promoted. Midget was promoted. I come back and things started, how should I say, falling apart because I wasn't there to hold people's hands. So now, but truthfully, I have no idea because I am trying to get back in and rebuild the structure.
Well, ballpark me. 100 people, 50 people, 200 people, 10,000 people. Ballpark me.
Chieftain, how do we have in
You
militia?
had to take your best guess.
My branch, we have about close to 90 in my branch. It's about to split. I know one other branch, Allied Gaming Point Blanks, is close to 60. Drunken Masters is close to 40.
So 200-300
Rogi,
people in the group.
AG, Allied Gaming Vipers just reemerged. They have 10 to 15. So we were at a large number when I first started, and we just started losing branches because people have this weird sensation, and the Savior can go by this. When you go up in rank in a volunteer thing, what? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, my mic went out. Let me just switch my headset real quick. But we had 1,000 members, but when people go up in rank, they want to go up in rank with no responsibility. They just want that rank. So we lose. We were up to 1,000 people. Now we're up to maybe 550, 600 right now of what I know.
So I want to let me
You guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me read something. Okay. You asked.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead, Funny.
No, I was going to ask you, explain to our viewers what you mean by split, because I don't think
Good question.
we know what you're talking about.
We know the rank structure, and we know.
But most people that
Right.
are going to be watching right now, they might not, new people that are watching and that sort of thing. Oh, now you are going to do the Don Imus thing. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
A split is when you take a branch that's pretty much almost maxed. Normal friends list where we create branches out of consists of 100 members. When it usually gets about 85 to 90 people on that tag, we take the higher up in that clan, which is usually a 3. They decide who the 4 is going to be.
A 3 is a major.
Exactly. I forgot people don't know our ranking structure.
Yeah. The
Anyways,
lower the number, the higher the rank.
exactly. So the major talks to the colonel. The colonel usually takes, because this is his chance for promotion. It gets his own branch with roughly 20 to 30 members to start off, leaving the clan he left from with the initial 50, 60 members so they can rebuild to split again. Then the weaker clan usually takes the best recruiters to start maximizing their potential.
Okay. So okay. Now, is this primarily? Let me say this. Let me ask you this: is Allied Gaming strictly, or I'll say the clans that you run, are they strictly consoles, or do they have PC branches, like say like an Age of Empires chapter? Are they chapter specific to games? You know what I mean? Because let's say there's somebody out there watching right now. They're like, well, I play a lot of Battlefield. Is there guys? You guys all talk about Call of Duty and talk about all these different games, but excuse me, are there people that are specific? Like there's a Forza chapter and there's a Madden chapter and a Call of Duty chapter, that sort of thing.
No, strictly console. The reason why it's strictly console is because nobody has shown interest to start up off the console a clan or any other kind of faction to build up AG itself.
So there's no World of Warcraft group in Allied Gaming.
Correct. Correct.
Okay.
We have no basement virgins in Allied Gaming.
What we did in the actual militia branch is we have people on recruiting in multiple games. We have a Forza car club where someone came to me and said we should do a. I think there might be interest in this, and I'm pretty open-minded to stuff like that. And I said go ahead and go for it. And just in our branch alone, there's 15 members in that Forza club, and we're mainly a Call of Duty branch. But they play Battlefield, they play Forza.
Yeah.
And everyone plays with each other. If they don't like it, they go to another branch.
Right,
So,
I got you. All right.
we
so,
try to make everyone happy.
Then asking this, what to you is the hardest thing about running a gaming community?
Finding people you can trust.
Mm-hmm.
To do the work?
No. The work's not a problem. When Allied Gaming started off, we started off with about 5 people. This is back to what I was going to say earlier. We have a lot of these people who call themselves, original founders of an organization. What they are people that branched off an organization that took members with them. They have no idea what goes into actually building an organization. Because the people they take are already pre-trained, organized, and know the rule set.
Okay.
So the hardest part is actually finding people you can trust to help delegate. For example, when Allied Gaming started up, it was me, Demon V2, Zood, Midget, and Saint. We just pretty much just had a handful. We did all the recruiting. We developed the structure, the code of conduct, the recruiting speech. The hardest, like I said, but I've known these people. I know Saint in real life. We work together, but these people is people I can trust with. They have my cell phone number. They call me anytime they want to. If they need money, I give them my credit card number. These are the people I trust. So these are the people I know that are going to be loyal and will, do what's necessary to build
In
something.
other words, they're not going to go out and buy 6 Xboxes when they get your credit card number. They're going to pay for what has to be paid for and run things. I got you.
Exactly.
All right. I think I could throw this kind of to everybody here in the room because there's all kinds of rumors going on the internet. What's everybody's opinion? Because mainly, and Savior, I'm curious on your opinion here, especially, and you too, Pink, because AG is pretty much an Xbox community-based clan. Thoughts on the next generation consoles, more specifically the next Xbox and the next PS4? What are you guys thinking? What do is there a chance you might jump to the other side? Are you going to stick with the Xbox? Are you willing to pay $500 or more for a new console when these things come out?
Yeah.
Good question.
I'm
Yes,
gonna
you're
draw
willing
my
to
face.
pay. You're going to buy both systems?
I don't know about that. I know that me and my fiance, we were talking about getting a PlayStation and the new Xbox, only just so I can keep it open since I don't own a PlayStation. I owned a PlayStation 2, but I never bought a 3. But we're most likely going to get a 4, and I'm definitely getting a new Xbox. I mean, that's obvious.
Right.
And
Even if it was a $799, you're gonna get that next Xbox.
yeah.
I'm not saying I'm not gonna try to save up for it. I'm just saying like you're set
Yeah,
up. Savior, how about you?
I pretty much had the money put back for it already.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So you're hardcore.
No, what I'll do is turn around and sell on eBay. It's Christmas time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, he does that. He did that last time too, right?
Yep.
And how about this in terms of and Pink, you can chime in on this. Obviously, you have a pretty big member list in AG. Chieftain, you weigh in on this too here for us. Is there any plans in the future to have AG members attend or participate in tournaments that would maybe require, travel to some of these tournaments, or I don't know, members going to conventions to talk about what's going on in the gaming world and report back to, maybe somebody gets lucky, gets a pass to E3 or something like that?
Yeah, actually, we tried. We had a set group of people for Halo. We were going to pay their fees, the gas. Towards the last minute, the clan split. Or not the clan, there's just a group of people. They broke away from the team. So actually finding people that's actually going to do it and not just break off in the last minute and make us waste our money, I have no problem doing it.
Right on. Okay.
Someone got
Yeah,
attacked.
that's the hard thing, is finding people that are definitely going to stay and travel and be serious about it. Like, if you're going to drop $100 for a tournament, not including hotel, gas, and a plane ticket, it's kind of hard when they just go there and they take it a joke, or they don't even show.
Right. Okay. So to do this, you got to find people that are really committed.
Yeah.
Comes back to the whole trust issue, like Xavier was talking about. Would it be safe to say that?
I'll agree.
Now, I'll ask this of everybody here, too. There are rumors that the next-gen PlayStation and or Xbox, now I've read a couple of different articles, is going to be constantly required to be connected to the internet in order to play any games, single-player or multiplayer. And there's also rumors that all the content is going to be downloadable. In other words, you're not going to go to GameStop anymore and go buy a disc. Are we down with that program? Does everybody kind of like that idea? I mean, what if you've got a console and maybe you can't afford internet? Or now, I will say this. I did read an article recently that says apparently Microsoft has plans to release 2 consoles. One's like a mini version of the big version. The mini version, from what I'm starting to understand, is the one that's going to be connected to the internet all the time. Not necessarily the 720, if you will. But all of that aside, are you down with that? Are you cool with that? Do you like that idea? Does that work for you?
It's a good question. It doesn't matter. I know we discussed this in pre-production, and you like to go to the store and actually buy stuff, and I like to buy stuff online. I don't have an issue downloading stuff. I mean, think of it like this. If you have people that are paying $500, $600 for a console, you really think they don't have internet? I mean, come on.
Right.
Okay, but let's say your internet goes out. Let's say the cable company's working on the lines that night, and it's going to be off for 3 days, and you want to go play some single player, but you can't.
Right.
Well,
That's kind of the scenario I'm putting out there.
Well, I don't think that'll happen if you download the game. It's kind of like downloading the game from your CD. I mean, you have it downloaded to your actual thing.
I'm just throwing it out there because that's the rumors.
Yeah, I think that rumor is just what it is. It's full of shit.
Well, the rumor is
I don't see that happening, funny guy. I don't know what Pink thinks, but I don't think that. I think it's going to be a downloadable thing. You could buy it on the marketplace or whatever it's called, and you'll have it on your system. But if you have to like send in a password and access the internet for the game, then that's pretty fucked up. What do you think, Mink?
I really wanted to do something.
Yeah.
That'll be nice. But actually, no, Funny's right about that information. Also, the Xbox was not meant to be a. Oh, I know, but I felt like jumping in. I'm the savior. I love you, Pink. But the Xbox was not meant to be a media device. They're actually planning on developing a device that does your DVDs and so forth as well. But also, rumor has it the Xbox is not going to be backwards compatible.
Correct. I've heard that too. That none of the games for your 360 or your original Xbox are going to play on this new system at all. And I think they're taking a page from Nintendo in that eventually you'll be able to download all those games. You have to pay for them again.
But here's the thing about digital content.
I'm sick of buying Star Wars over and over again when they change the content.
So I think it's I just got a text from one of our viewers. It's Mackie. Peace and love out there to Dark Side. He's always watching with us.
What's up, Dark Side?
So we'll give him a shout out. He says he believes, and I believe this too, it's a DRM thing. They want to keep the digital rights. In other words, the game companies are tired of guys like us, people like us, buying the games. You play it, then the new Call of Duty comes out, and you go sell your old one. And then GameStop buys that game for $5, puts it on the shelf for 20, and then that money is pure profit to them. They don't pay any money back to the publishers. The publisher only makes money on the first sale of that hard piece of product, if you will. And I think
So
that's the way
they want to
for
make
them
more money off that project over and over again. That doesn't
Right,
make
well-
sense to me. I mean, when Activision or Treyarch makes $1 billion in sales, are they really going to bitch about this for companies like GameStop?
They're not the only one. They're not the only ones, and it's not necessarily
just
them
using
that
them
bitch.
as an
It's their
example.
stockholders. It's their stockholders, though. It's if you're a publicly traded company, such as 90% of the publishers out there, your job is to make money for your investors. And if they know that they can, I see you. If they know that they can make that, they can cut that middleman out, so to speak, and recoup that money, they're going to do that. See, I think if they're going to do it the way we're talking about, the content, in other words, I shouldn't have to go buy 6 versions of Call of Duty. You should just have new single-player shit until we're really sick of it, then you put a new Call of Duty out.
Like League of Legends. Basically, Modern Warfare 3
Right.
was an expansion pack of Modern Warfare 2, in my opinion.
Right.
There was nothing new, nothing exciting about
It
it.
was a mod. It was a mod.
Yeah, it was. They didn't really change anything. I'm a fan of it, but they didn't really change anything.
Right.
They continue to do that. I mean, I hate to say this. You know how much I'm like I bleed Call of Duty, but I'll just jump ship if Battlefield 4 is going to be as good as that trailer is. Bye, guys. Sorry.
Right.
But-
No, I hear you.
Better
I hear
step
you.
up.
It's I mean, when you compare the two, I will say there is the distinct, at least for me, the distinct difference between Battlefield in general, because I've played more of it over the years than you have, and Call of Duty. Call of Duty is
Right.
a little bit more of an arcade feel, almost like a coin-op feel in many respects, whereas Battlefield doesn't have that coin-op feel to it. I've been in Battlefield
Right.
games that have taken, hours. I'm talking like an hour for one match with the
Yeah,
same
I hate that.
24 people. Well, see, I love that. I think that's
Drives me
the
crazy.
beauty of those games. Oh, it's the beauty of those games.
See,
That's
I
the
have
beauty-
Battlefield. I have
We'll
it.
have
I
to
have
get down.
all of them. I have put it in my Xbox once, and I took it out probably after 10 minutes. Haven't played any of them since. It's just, it seemed like I'm a running gun in Call of Duty. I can't stay
Yeah.
in one place. I can't. And so, playing
I can
Battlefield
do either or.
very big change, just sitting there waiting and waiting for either me to snipe someone like 4 miles on the other side of the map or them kill me. And it was just like, come on, I'm bored.
See, I've always thought that Battlefield had a little more realism. When you snipe, you got to account for bullet
Yeah, it's-
drop and
More realistic,
other things.
but it's just boring.
not that I've ever been to war, but I'm pretty sure that if I had to say between the two, I don't know.
Sounds like
I'd
a
say
good
Battlefield's
movie
probably
preference.
a little more realistic. Yeah.
I had
So,
a dream about that.
we're
Like
coming
they
up
jump
on
in.
the... Go ahead.
Oh, it's stupid. Go ahead.
No, it's not stupid. Nothing's stupid.
They already did a game called Gamer about it, but it was like there'd be stupid little things like, "Why are you camping in the corner?" and I'm like running across the field or some stupid shit like that, and have like a SMAW in hand, and I have like a 3/4 T and fucking running and shit. I'm like, oh, figures, they're respawning behind. People are actually respawning behind me. I guess it's like Tron meets Real War or something. It's retarded, dude. I don't even know why you made me do that to make me sound stupid. Dick.
Which, by the way, I'm not trying to make it sound stupid.
I can do that all by myself.
Here, I'll sound dumber. I actually went out and got Tron when it came out, okay, the game for Xbox, and I broke it in 5 minutes. I found 4 bugs, and I did beat it. I beat it rather handily and rather quickly. I thought it was fun. It was cool. It was neat. But
Yeah, I had it for
didn't have
PSP.
it
Hated
didn't
it
have
for
the
PSP.
challenge factor. I mean, you're going to laugh, but I remember the old 25-cent Tron in the arcade.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I still, to this day, enjoy that game. You know, that
Right.
game, the most recent rendition, I played it, I beat it, and I moved on.
People talk about stories being part of the game, and I remember playing Double Dragon as a kid. It starts off as a side scroller, of course, and 2 guys walk up to a chick in a red dress, punches her in the fucking stomach, carries her over the shoulder, and goes off screen, and that's how the game starts.
Right.
Really? The fuck?
So we are approaching our 45-minute mark here, kids.
Shit. Yeah, look at that.
Look at that.
Yeah.
So,
We didn't even talk about the Facebook games yet.
no, we haven't.
Yeah.
Well, we can always
Face-
talk about that next show.
We have time to do it now, but if you want, we can. Yeah, we can do that next show. That's
Or
fine.
did you want to go to Would You Buy That?
Let's go to Would You Buy That? Would
What do
you?
you say?
I
What
should
do you
do a
say?
graphic for
Savior,
that.
Pink, what do you want? You want to talk
Huh?
about some Facebook games? Do you guys want to talk about some Facebook games, or do you want to talk? You want to go straight
Well,
to
what
Would You
kind
Buy
of
That?
Facebook game?
Well, that's the whole mystery of making the
Because
decision. It's
majority
kind of like I was gonna discuss MLB franchise baseball. You Don't Know Jack and Angry Birds is now on Facebook, kids. So if you like Angry Birds on your phones, and it's fun. What's that?
What is that?
Candy Crush. Amazing
Don't know
game.
what that is. Is that
Candy
what you're
Crush
playing?
I
Is
get
it?
so bored, and I'll just be like, Candy Crush, Candy Crush. You just
Okay, so-
crush candies.
So let's
It's like-
okay. So your favorite is Candy Crush. Chieftain, what's your favorite Facebook game?
I like. See, I've been a fan of You Don't Know Jack since I had all the games back in the day, and someone sent me an invite to that, and I was like, I love those pop culture games, and I love You Don't Know Jack. I love those, the Jack Attack, and it's just like the classic game that you bought in the store.
Free your neighbor.
I love that, and the questions are so funny and it's entertaining, and you can compete against other players on Facebook that are on your friends list. And I can't beat my brother for some reason; he always kicks my ass. But
You gotta
I-
screw
I-
him.
I thought nobody beat Chieftain off the trigger.
well, people beat they beat Chieftain in pop culture, that's for sure. But it's fun even when you lose. So I mean, I like it. It's a quicker version of the actual CD version. It's 5 questions instead of 10. There's a Jack Attack at the end, which is you have to find
Speed
the
round.
words or phrases that match. What's that?
It's a speed round.
Yeah, it's a speed round, and I love it. It's so funny. And
Savior, do you have a favorite Facebook game that you play or no?
I don't play Facebook games, but I goof around
Somehow I
with Fish
knew that.
Wrangler.
Okay.
he's in West Virginia. He likes that hunt and fish and shit.
Damn
You like
straight.
them hunting games. I played a fishing video game that was so realistic one time I stood up and took a piss off my couch.
I don't understand the whole concept of buck hunter. Okay, it's not a real deer, but it's on a video game, and you're using a pretend rifle. It's like duck hunt. I'm like, just go out and do it
I
in real
love
life.
it.
Duck Hunt was great. Come
Free
on.
Yeah,
Duck
it
Hunt.
was.
Around
It
Duck
was,
Hunt.
but it's duck hunt.
Well,
But like buck hunter.
You can
I'm
jump over your couch and feel great about it.
you can
Like,
jump
how
over-
cool is that?
That
like-
is true.
If I'm gonna play like Cabela's or whatever it's called on the Wii, and I got my gun, I'm sorry, but I'm a ninja, and I'm jumping right over my couch, and I'm gonna dive for that bear, and I'm gonna get it. You know, like there's no stopping.
That's where I don't know if the Connect is a good thing or not.
Funny guy, what's your favorite Facebook game?
Right now, my flavor of the month is MLB Franchise Baseball. It's like a sim-based game. You can use real-world players. You more managing the money of a major league franchise, but you're also building your stadium from a wooden plank stadium to the big concrete professional state. It's a neat game. I recommend it. I forget who the publisher is, and of course, I, like a lot of other people, play Farmville because everybody I know plays fucking Farmville. And it's actually, I play Farmville 2, not the first one. Never played the first one, but finally I got enough requests in 2 where I said, all right, screw it. I'm going to check this game out and see if it's actually kind of fun. What can I say? I like
Yeah,
sim
you have
games
to
where you
harvest
build
your
stuff.
crops every 2 hours.
I'm sorry?
You have to harvest your crops every 2 hours.
No, it's more like once a day once you get into the real expensive stuff.
Oh,
Wow.
it's only
so-
one.
Yeah, I'm not ranked real high, but I'm learning fast. In baseball, you could play it all day till you hit a certain rank, and then after that, like I have to build a center concrete piece for behind home plate, and the build time for that is 24 hours. So I set it and forget it, and come back in a day and play it and that sort of stuff. So
What team do you pick?
the
like I know,
Reds, of
like,
course,
of
the
course.
Cincinnati Reds, baby. Come on, once a Red, always a Red. You know, the one drawback I do see to the game is that I can't play as other teams. Like I can't be the Yankees, or I can't be the Dodgers or the Giants and build their stadiums too. Once you pick your team, you're kind of stuck with that team.
Are you still stuck with Dusty Baker?
Well, we're doing all right this year, but this isn't. We're not. Let's not go the Jim Rome route.
All right. Jim
So
Rome's
you might
burning.
want to hit your YouTube here. Let's move on to Would You Buy That?
All right.
This is, I believe this is already out. This is Forza 5.
Okay, I'm loading it now.
This is a video from this is a video that was shown at E3. And I don't know if you guys have ever played any of these racing games, these Forza games, because I was a big Gran Turismo fan back in the day. But they're phenomenal. Do you guys play? Do either of you, Savior or Pink? Do either of you play these types of games?
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
And you do know, Pink, that women are more aggressive drivers in a recent study.
Of course I am. You're not going to go up against me.
Am I going to get in trouble for making sexist comments?
No. We only have two
we
people
might.
watching.
And I'm one of them.
I was just curious. I mean, when they put a road from the
No.
kitchen to the bedroom.
No, Pink really tells you to shut the fuck up or
Wow.
eat a dick or something. Or she'll
I
send
don't
you
know,
a nasty
this
text
looks pretty
after
hot,
the-
man. This looks
Looks
pretty
nice.
hot. I have to say, the one feature that I love about this game is when you're done completing a race, whether it's a live race against other players or playing in the single player, you can watch a replay of it and it does all the camera cuts as if you were watching it on television. Love that feature.
Oh, nice.
Love it. And the customizing your cars, I've seen some amazing paint jobs in previous versions of Forza. I can't wait to see what people do in this one. This looks just incredible.
Yeah, I think I'm going to get it.
Yeah, I think I would buy that.
Yeah.
I think I would buy that. Savior?
I'd rather play Pokemon Snap.
Okay.
Catch
Noted.
them all.
Chieftain? October 23rd, 2012. So that's already out here, folks.
Yeah, it's been out for a while. But if it's already been out and I haven't bought it yet, there's your answer.
I ain't got no money. But I will
Oh,
buy
this
it.
is the Black Ops downloadable content.
Correct. This is our new trailer for Black Ops.
Nice. Let's see where the campers are going to fucking camp this time.
And I'm trying to play it here.
And you're lagging, and you know it.
Look at that butt.
So this actually drops in 2 days, kids. So all of our Call of Duty fans out there watching it, in 2 days, Uprising comes out. So I know everybody here is downloading this when it comes out. Am I correct in that assumption?
Nope.
Correct. Nope.
Okay, I'll be getting that. There's four new multiplayer maps. There's Vertigo, what they were just showing on my screen here, a movie studio backlot, a new zombie map. This map looks really awesome, this Magma. Kind of reminds you, we were talking about this earlier, Chieftain, back in the one COD where they had the radioactive area that you would get electrified, you would get died
Right.
from the radiation.
That's Wasteland.
Right, and that's kind of like
I-
what this is, sort of, I think.
Right. It's a remix of Wasteland. Lighting the
Right.
lighting's a little bit more over the top, noon to 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock lighting, opposed to the haze lighting, overcast lighting of that actual map, which actually caused you to actually use a heat sensing scope, which Funny Guy loves to use, which is why his
No, I
KD
use
was
a
so
target
low in
finder
that game.
I use a target
Oh,
finder.
okay. Okay. Use
I
Baby
use
Finder.
the
Okay.
baby finder, yeah.
A
Yeah.
faggot finder.
Yeah, well.
I call it the camper
Not
finder.
always. I use a red dot. Depends on the gun.
Yeah.
That map looked pretty cool. The one with the stage, that looks pretty awesome. This looks like a lot of fun.
That's a remake of. That is
Yes,
a remake
it is a
of
remake
Fire of what's it? Firing Range in Black Ops.
Yes. No. That's the movie Backlot.
Oh, that's Backlot. That's right.
Yeah.
I like
This
the
one,
Sandlot.
Studio.
this map looks
Studios.
pretty cool from the standpoint that you have to jump to access certain parts of the map without dying. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then this is the map that you were talking about. There was a very popular map for a long time. Everybody remembered this map. I liked it. We all here probably played it and loved it. Firing Range. And what they did was they skinned it new.
Right.
Oh, that's
The term skinning means they textured and redesigned the map, but kept the actual integrity of the geometry in the area.
yeah, but look at you. That's so hot. Just that.
Oh, look! Another zombie map!
Oh, look, it's zombies.
Yeah. Shooting robots.
I don't
See,
do
that's
zombies.
terrifying. That's terrifying. Like, when I played it, I got, like, pulled out of, like, a truck and slammed on the ground by a zombie. It started clawing my face, and I was like, oh, my God. No, I'm not playing it.
You pooped yourself
Ironically,
a
it
little
stopped at the zombies thing, and it's telling me that I paused the video when I haven't done anything.
bit.
You know, I've never played zombies yet.
Don't. It's terrifying.
Yeah, you get to play as Chaz Palminteri, Michael Matt. You know, I've never once wanted to be those guys, very much.
Maybe if they
But,
put the guys from The Walking Dead in there,
Yes.
like maybe
then
do
I
the crossbow guy in there or something.
See, I think it'd be cool if you could put your own face on the character models for this. Wouldn't that
You
be
can
cool?
do
You're
that with some games, like Fight Night. You
Yeah.
can do that.
Like, yeah, but I'm talking about here, like when you go into, like, I would be more apt to play zombies if I could put my face on one of these bodies.
That's what I was saying, in 103 or
Yeah, a couple
102?
episodes ago, yeah.
Yeah. Good call.
I think
Kane.
that they should have had. See, I don't know that they picked the right guys playing gangsters. I think they should have had like Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci. Wouldn't you like? I would be more apt to play zombies if there was Joe Pesci around. I got you, you zombie. Fuck you. You know that would be.
You think I'm
just, you
funny?
know.
You think I'm funny?
Funny? How's that for
Yeah, you know
funny?
how much
You
it
fucking
costs?
zombie.
You know how much friggin' they paid Ice Cube to get his voice? Imagine that times 10 for all those guys.
Yeah, well, that's like I always said. I would have rather had Snoop Dogg, but that's just me.
You could
Yeah.
wish in one hand and shit in the other, and you can see which one will fill up first. Funny.
Yeah, I know. Well, this one's not going to fill up anytime soon because it's got a cast on it
Right.
with anything. So would you buy that? Are you going to get that download pack, kids?
Yeah, not
Xavier,
anytime
you better
soon.
fucking get it.
I'm probably going to get it because it has firing range.
Yeah.
Yes. This is good.
Just because that's firing range.
I didn't get the last one because I heard it sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's not fantastic, but it's all right.
Well, every time we're in Hydro, Funny Guy when the water floods out, all I hear is Cartman going, "Yay, water!" And I can just see the lava in the other one.
Swimming, yay! Swimming, yay! You ever want to know what I look like when I do Cartman? Excuse me, dude.
A grown-ass man doing Cartman impressions.
A grown-ass man wrote the character.
Amazing.
So, okay, so since we're talking about new
That is
download
true.
maps, guys, we're gonna go a little long here, not too much longer though.
Yeah.
So
Fine.
since we've got new downloadable content coming out, that's going to be 4 new maps. I think everybody should tell me what's your most hated Call of Duty multiplayer map.
Drone.
Drone.
And I don't
Ever?
mean on the current Call of Duty. This is across all of them.
Drone.
Wow.
I hope the
that map.
developers get shot in the face.
Aftermath.
Aftermath. Okay,
What's yours, Funny?
that's mine. I go back and forth. I used to really hate Shipment because of the tight quarters.
Right.
And there was another one, I don't remember the name of it, but it was in a rock quarry. I was never very
Oh, I
fond
know
of
what
that
you're
map
talking
either.
about. Yeah.
I think it was in COD 2 or
Yeah.
3.
That was 3.
My-
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was a rock quarry. Never a big fan of that
Yeah.
map.
I hated the map that everyone loved in Modern Warfare, Warehouse. Not was it? Oh, I'm sorry. It was Shipment. Was that the one with all the shipping containers?
Yeah, Shipman. I
Yeah,
went back and
I'm
forth
gonna
with
have to
that.
double
Some
down
days
on
I
that
liked
with you.
it, some days I
Fucking
hated it.
that map. Person
But
that
that's
got
what-
that map, I hope they die in a fucking fire. That was the worst map I've ever fucking played.
Speaking of new maps, too, Nuketown is in the Hardcore Domination version and in the rotation. Of
No.
Hardcore Domination now, yes. And it's
No.
actually a lot of... Yes, and it's fun. And
No.
I played it a few times, and it's pretty awesome.
Yep.
I don't know what the appeal is
Yep.
with these small-ass maps and people hiding in corners.
Because
I
they're
don't- I don't-
difficult. There's no hiding in corners. It's just carnage.
Oh, they do it. I want to find out where they live and do to catch a camper. I want to do a segment on lagging out to catch a camper. Excuse me, is this you? Let's show them on my iPhone. Is this you? You know this is a small map, right? Yeah, I'm taking your game away. And that's it, and walk out with it.
So,
Unbelievable.
all right.
I can't
so,
stand it. But, I mean, people are going to like that. I think more people are going to like it than to not like it.
Right.
Wasteland is a bad one, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like Wasteland either.
Wasteland. Well, I didn't like that map too much either.
Yeah.
I was
I-
killed by the radiation.
Yeah.
Yay! Cancer! Yay!
Yay, I hope I die of cancer.
That's
Yay.
horrible. You shouldn't do that.
I know. But you're dying of radiation poisoning, so it's almost...
Yeah, well, and I smoke, so I shouldn't make fun of those guys.
No, I'm talking about the game, not in real life. If it was in real life, I'd tell them to die of something else. I think Draco says cancer of the dick or something. That's what he yells at people at.
Something, yeah, that's not very nice.
Yeah.
You wanna
He's not nice.
tackle FMK?
FMK.
FMK.
Oh, fuck, marry, kill. You want to save that?
Yeah.
You want to save that for next game? This is a segment that we'll do once in a while. I totally stole it from Stern, but
That's
I
okay.
don't care. It's funny, but
What haven't we probably done that Stern could watch our show and probably go, I've done that.
I do not.
I've done that.
Was it on Google Drive here?
By
I
the
don't
way,
know.
we like Howard Stern here, so if anybody's a Stern fan and wants to tell Howard Stern that we don't like him, then you're full of shit.
Yeah.
That's up to
Okay.
you. You want to do that, or you want?
We can do it. Yeah, we can do it. That's fine. I just have to think of more stuff for the next show to do. Okay, but we do have a female version for Pink.
Yes, we do.
So, but we'll do hers first. Okay, these are the females we got. These are the males that we got. They have to either fuck, marry, or kill. All right. All right. Marcus from Gears of War, Claude from Grand Theft Auto, or Leon from Resident Evil. You got to fuck one. You got to marry one. You got to kill
You
one.
got to kill
Go.
one.
Oh, why?
Got to do it. You
'Cause
got to
it's
do
fun.
it. Got to do it.
Okay. Gears of War.
Marcus from Gears of War,
You're gonna fuck Marcus from Gears of War.
Claude from Grand Theft Auto, or Leon from
I'm gonna
Resident
kill
Evil.
him.
Go.
Okay. Kill. No.
Go,
I
go,
can't-
go, go!
Okay. Gears of War. Have sex with him. I will kill Grand Theft Auto, and
Claude.
I will marry Resident Evil.
Leon.
You'll mar-
All right.
All right.
Good
all
one.
right, all right.
Well, who
Cool.
knew? My real life name is Marcus Leon.
Don't tell
That's
your wife.
funny. That's funny.
All right.
She's a
All
snake.
right. So,
Uh,
Savior?
Oh, Savior, go ahead.
Savior first.
All right, Savior. Here's your choices: Harley Quinn, Lara Croft, Alice from Resident Evil. Go.
Fuck Quinn, marry Alice, and kill Croft. She's a dirty
What?
slut.
Croft is not a slut.
Oh my god. Yeah, she is.
No, she's not.
You would kill Lara Croft?
Dude, the bitch would kill me first.
Wouldn't Harley Quinn kill you first?
I would die for that.
I would die for that because my friend looks like her.
All right.
Go ahead, funny guy. You're next.
Let's see here.
Harley Quinn, Lara Croft, or Alice?
I don't know who Alice is, so I'll kill her. All right. Well, fuck Harley Quinn, because she's psycho. Though you gotta just have sex with psycho.
Right. That's a crazy bitch you don't want to take home to mom.
I would have to marry Lara Croft.
Wow.
Because if anybody fucked with me, she would kill him.
Right. Well, okay.
And ironically, I don't find Angelina Jolie, who plays Lara Croft in all those movies,
No.
super
you can't
hot.
use that comparison. That is not
No,
fair.
no. But I'm just saying no. But I'm saying I think that Lara Croft as an animated character is more attractive than Angelina Jolie.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, that's true.
I'll probably get some hate mail for that.
Yeah, the two people that are watching.
Yeah, I'll write myself a hate letter for that. All right, Chieftain.
All right.
Fuck, marry, or kill. Harley Quinn, Lara Croft, or Alice?
Kill Lara Croft. Fuck Harley Quinn. Marry Alice.
There you go. See, that's right.
Right, there you go. I got to start using these more often.
Wait, didn't I just tell Xavier that wasn't right?
See, I think it would have been funny if you would have said.
No.
I think it would have been funny if you would have said, "I'll fuck Harley Quinn, I'll marry Marcus, and I'll kill Claude." That's kind of what I was waiting for. So,
yeah. Mark, I like a chick with a nice rag. But Alice, I picked Alice for the same reason why you picked Lara Croft. She's killing all those zombies from the Umbrella Corporation. She knows how to get shit done.
She knows how to get shit done, right?
Right.
Harley Quinn's she's like one of those girls you meet at a bar, you buy her a couple drinks, and you take her back home, and the next day there's all kinds of drama and shit. And you're just like, you're a head case. I'm out of here. Man.
Yeah, you bring Harley Quinn home. You wake up in a bathtub full of ice and 2 scars where your kidneys used to be.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, I needed some rent money or some shit.
I could see Harley Quinn being the type like, oh, nice shoes, let's fuck. Oh my god, that's the sweetest thing anybody's ever said to me.
She's a total. Well, I guess in many respects, the three of us has just called her a whore. But I don't know.
She's a loyal whore. She loves Joker.
Yes, she does. So.
And she was a psychologist.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Oh, Harley Quinn's at the door. Oh, wait, that's my friend.
Yeah. Stop lying. You ain't got no friends. We're all right here.
Hey, Pink, dress up like Harley Quinn for me and come through the door.
Yeah.
Wow, we got through everything.
We've gotten through most of our stuff here, folks.
Yeah.
So I think we're kind of winding down to a close.
Yeah.
So definitely want to say thank you to Xavier.
Thank you,
Xavier.
Xavier.
From Allied Gaming. Don't forget to check out Allied Gaming. Check out our website at alliedgaming.org.
That's right.
alliedgaming.org. You can check out our bylines and you can petition to join. I believe you have to fill out an application to join and everything, yes?
You don't have to fill out an application.
Well, you know what I mean. Yes, you still have to petition to join. You can't just say you're a member. You have to, abide by the rules. You can't, basically just don't be a dick.
Right. You can message. Well, the only dick that they allowed in was me, and I'm amazed I'm not kicked out yet. But if
I haven't started my email campaign yet.
Oh, okay, that's what it is. There was someone who tried to kick me out, but they left because they were psycho. But that's neither here nor there. But
she went all Harley Quinn on and you and shit.
Not her. Right. It's a dude. But
so he went all Harley Quinn on you and shit.
Gross. If you guys want to join, you can actually message me on Xbox Live handle Chieftain Space XI. That's Chieftain Space XI. Or if you want to contribute to the show, we are not looking for hosts, but we are looking for people that do some cool edits for Camper of the Show, Star Player of the Show, or some cool gamer cards. So if you guys want to work behind the scenes, you can message us at chieftainxi@gmail.com. I'm not sure if our leggingout.com email address is going, but you can do that. It'd be greatly appreciated. The more help we get, the better the show will be, and the more people we can get, we'll give you credits at the end of the show. Also, we would like to thank IGN, Google Plus, and YouTube for helping us podcast this podcast today. And our special guest, Pink Power Ranger. Thank all you guys for showing up. We really appreciate it.
And don't forget to like her page on Facebook.
That's right. Pink11NKP0W3R, capital R4, NG3R, Pink Power Ranger, right?
Holy shit, I just had an aneurysm.
Yeah,
I think I got it right.
Bingo.
I
think I got
have
a
her in
bingo.
my phone with that spelling. I don't have her real name. I think I have it right, too. My Facebook page is facebook.com/The Chieftain Show. And Funny Guys is
Facebook.com/funny guy.
Funny Guy. And you can go to leggingout.com and subscribe today to this podcast and many other things. I post stuff when I can, but so far we're just doing the show every 2 weeks. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell everybody. We appreciate
Please
you
like us,
watching.
please subscribe. Thank you for
Please
watching
subscribe.
and tuning in. Even if you're not watching live, we want to thank you for watching the replay.
Thank you so much, guys, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.